Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu has finally issued a statement on her scuffle with Ebelechukwu Obiano, the former First Lady of Anambra State, Willie Obiano. Hello everyone, welcome to the news. It can be recalled on Thursday that Mrs. Obiano received a terrible slap from Bianca after the latter accosted her. In a statement on Friday, Mrs. Ojukwu reveals that she was seated at the ceremony minding her business when Mrs. Obiano approached her. So let me read as she narrated. She said, "As the inaugural ceremonies for Professor Charles Soludo and his deputy began and all guests were seated, the former First Lady of Anambra State, Mrs. Ebele Obiano, was noticeably absent. She then arrived some 1.5 hours later while the ceremony was on. I didn't pay any particular attention to her arrival. Surprisingly, she then walked towards me and I thought she was coming to greet me. Instead, when she got to where I was seated, she verbally attacked me with her voice raised, taunting me and asking me what I was there to do and using unprintable language. She asked if I had come to celebrate their last day in office, but I ignored her completely. Then she kept aggressively putting her hands on my shoulders and shouting. While I ignored her verbal onslaught, as advised by those sitting around me, I requested twice that she refrain from touching me with her hands. She proceeded to do so yet again and went further to grab at my head tie, which she attempted unsuccessfully to remove. This very act is considered a sacrilege to a titled matriarch such as myself in Igbo culture. It was at this point that I stood up to defend myself and gave her a dirty slap to stop her from attacking me. As she made towards me, I then pulled away her wig. She held on to her wig with her two hands and tried to take the wig away from me. The former ABGA chairman, Chief Victor Ume, told her to leave me and told engaged ABGA members that had gathered at the spot to lead her away, which they did and took her to the seat next to her husband, Chief Willie Obiano, who sat through the entire episode completely speechless. Ojukwu stated that she noticed a foul stench of alcohol from Mrs. Obiano's mouth during their exchange. What struck me through the whole episode was the fact that she was clearly intoxicated. I was stunned by the stench of whiskey in her breath at such an early hour of the day. How could the First Lady be so drunk and proceeded to turn up in that state at an inauguration ceremony that began at 9 a.m.? It is unfortunate that she threw all caution to the wind and imported this kind of melodrama to a state ceremony unexpectedly. This was highly embarrassing to the governor, who left the venue almost immediately, taking her along with him. Luckily, this did not disrupt the proceedings and I stayed back to witness the ceremony to the end, after which we were treated to a sumptuous reception at the government house. So this is Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu finally coming out to give a narration of what exactly happened between her and former First Lady Ebelechukwu Obiano. As you can see, Mrs. Obiano's action was already premeditated, but Mrs. Ojukwu said that she could smell a stench of whiskey and the breath of Ebelechukwu, and she wondered why a First Lady could be so drunk at 9 a.m. at such a public function. As we could see, the First Lady did not come with her husband. Her husband got in first, and when she came in, what she just came to do was to make trouble. Could she be her own way of handling depression? We believe that people have different ways of doing things, and when they are going through it, it's definitely not a hippie moment for the outgoing governor Obiano with his wife, because of course they had hoped that they would serve another term, which was not to be. But hey, they are not the first set of the couple to lose out on an election in Nigeria. So why are they making a melodrama out of the whole thing? And could it really be true, as Mrs. Bianca said, that Mrs. Obiano was drunk? Let us analyze the video. Please watch the two videos I did before this one, where the video was actually played. I don't want to share it here because to make this video longer, where we could see Mrs. Obiano in a pink outfit and gold colored wig walking to where Mrs. Ojukwu sat. The way she was even walking was somehow, it was that kind of, it wasn't a good carriage expected of a first lady. And truly that walk was not appropriate. There was no, the way first ladies will walk with poise and elegance and that kind of graceful steps. No, it wasn't. It was just an awkward kind of walking. So I tend to believe that Mrs. Ojukwu is right by saying Ebelechukwu Obiano was, well, under the influence of alcohol, as she alleged. Yeah, as she alleged, because honestly, that act, it seems really out of place and unsettling. And the first lady will go so low to do that. And if you can remember, she's also, gathering us whatever to contest for the Senate in the same state. This action of ours have actually honestly killed our dreams. Because I don't know, I can't tell how she'll be able to dust it this away, even if she apologizes, as the Obi of Akwa's land has already come out to issue her a 7 days ultimatum to apologize to the old Igbo culture, traditions and chiefs and all of that, and also to the chief judge of the state, and to the important personalities that were involved. Is she going to come out to do that? We don't know. But in my own little way, I would advise she swallows her pride and render the apology, because she was the one that went to look for trouble to get a valedictory slap. Honestly, she would have just sat down, or better still, not attend the occasion at all. She wasn't really needed, in my opinion. If she knew she was not in a good state of mind mentally, a lot of dignitaries, when they are meant to attend one function or the other, and they could say they are indisposed, and heavens don't fall. It was her husband doing the handing over, not her. So she would have know that she's not in a good state of mind and just sat in her house and prevent this national disgrace that she has brought upon herself. That's what I feel. That's my own opinion, because what she's done right now has really, really stained her name and her husband's name. So is she really, under the influence of alcohol? Well, it's quite believable, because that action it was really out of place, in my own opinion. So what's your opinion on this? Do you really believe what Mrs. Ojukwu said, that Mrs. Obiano was drunk and under the influence of alcohol? Or what do you feel? And people have been saying digging so many things about the ex-first lady. And I'm thinking, why do you have to just bring, things? You would have just exited quietly and in a peaceful manner. Her husband right now is in the custody of the EFCC, as it was said that they actually arrested him at the airport a few hours after the inauguration, when he was on his way to Houston, Texas in America. So you can see there are a lot of things going on, honestly. And if you ask me, they were not really necessary. Thank you so much. Please drop your beautiful comment in the comment section below. And I hope we are learning from this to say, hey, there's always a lesson to learn in every story. I know it's hard, but any man or woman who is in control of his or her emotions is honestly has his or her life put together. Let me put it like that. Because if you're unable to hold your anger, to suck some situations in, or to show a level of decorum, then that can get one into trouble and into very unpleasant situations. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop your comment below. I'm sure to see you in the next video. Bye for now.